Well, hello everybody. How we doing? Thursday, January 11th, 2024. What's good? I hope everyone had an awesome week. First full week back in the office for me. And man, has this been a roller coaster of emotions. Up, down, left, right. News, no news, fake news, real news, fake Twitter, real Twitter. What a week, right? Man, I'm telling you what, dude. I wasn't sure what to expect, and I should have expected nothing less. So, welcome aboard. Let's talk about ETFs, what this means, how they work, what is an ETF? How does it. Let's get off into it. Crypto After Dark, y'all know what it is. So, first, if you would go hit like. Free to hit like. All right. Not only while you're there, hit the subscribe button because look at how far away we are from 10,000 subs. Holy crap. 4-way. It's not a big deal in honesty, but to me, it's important. And it's important because I never thought this would happen. Honestly, dude, I never thought we would be in this position where we'd be watching something say 10,000 subscribers. That's madness to me. So if you're watching along and you haven't subscribed, hey man, go hit it. We'll hit 10,000 by the end of the stream. It'd be really dope. I got some stuff to give away. I have a laptop. Hold on. Ooh, I hit the desk. I have a laptop to give away. Been sitting over here in the box the whole time. Haven't loaded it up or nothing. Haven't even turned it on. I've got stickers to give away. I've got subscriptions to give away. I've got free access to give away. I have flasks. I have all kind of cool stuff to give away as soon as we hit 10,000, which may or may not be tonight. So first, let's have a look at our Bitcoin CME chart. What is Bitcoin CME? Well, Bitcoin CME is Chicago Mercantile Exchange. This was a big deal because when this came online, it was 2018, right? Never been publicly traded before. It is only traded privately by regular people with no regulations, so to speak, right? CME market gave them a little bit of credibility in the space by allowing them to trade it on the futures market with coffee and sugar and anything else, right? It's a commodity and it's traded right there on the CME market. Pretty cool. This is the CME chart. It has gaps. Why does this chart have gaps in it? Well, it has gaps in it because this actually closes for just a little bit of time every day, about an hour every day. This chart pauses and then restarts. And when that happens, we all know Bitcoin doesn't stop. We all smart enough to know that. It creates a gap in the chart. That gap in the chart tends to get filled. Some of these gaps haven't been filled. We're going to talk about them first before we dive off into what a ETF even means. Let's go say hey to everybody first, shall we? And we shall. I don't do it enough, so it's going to go infinite here for a second. But let's say hey to everyone in the comments, right? Drop the camera off. We got 70 people watching. There's got to be 4 of y'all that ain't subscribed. 37 people have hit like. What's going on? Go hit like. It's free. What's up, Vintage Pennies? What's up, Mullet? What's up, Chadma? What's up, Chad? What's up, Bullish CEO, bro? It's been around forever. Good to see you, my friend. Kaizen, what's up? Fabio, Existence, what's up, my guy? Jeremy D, I see you, bro. Good to see you. Educated Dummy, what's up, John? Merc, what's up, bro? Lunatic Prophet, what's up, my guy? Good to see you. Frumpo, what's up, G? Manolo, what's up, my guy? Ariana, how are you, ma'am? Miss Kelly Slade, hola from Costa Rica. Raging Beagle, what's up, Mark? Good to see you. Brian Caffeine, dope name, dude. What's up, my guy? Distinctive Shine, what's up? Tex, all the way out there in the campground. Balls cold. What a horrible week to go camping. Boy, that was almost a mistake from me. Drill, what's up, my guy? Good to see you. Burner, Crypto Kitty, Rain, Huggy Bear, dude. I'm not sure about that name. BlackRock, shut up and take my money, right? Blitz, what's up, Jeremy Cousin? He said, what's up, Sassins? The father, I think he meant father, is here beside me, flying from Texas. Pops, yo, Pops is watching. Dude, what's up? Haven't seen you in a minute. Glad to hear you're in town. What's up, guy? Good to see you. That's awesome. Pops hung out with us in Vegas. He rode Lambos with us through the desert. Bro, we had a great time. Good to see you. Cody Kinsel, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Keith, it's not too late to hop in the truck and hit the road. A little bit. Boy, it's gotten deep over here in the real world for me with these kids too. So, Neil, what's up? Fabio, Andreas, Eddie Caesar, J 2.0. Dope name by spelling it out. Rye McDonald, what's up? Mr. Cyanide, dope name. Dan, MC, Fritz, the red stuff. All right, that's everybody. Now, let's get off into this. ETF. So, first, let's talk this chart. This thing got really, really close to 50,000, which we talked about over in the Discord a good bit. I've got the weekly chart pulled up, and this actually is not a CME gap. It's just a really odd price action that I've highlighted. I'm going to drop down to the daily so you can see what I'm talking about here. Way back when the bear market started, all the way back in December 2021, right? November is when we know the bear market actually started, but December got real deep, right? So back then, we created this CME gap here. One could argue that Wicks touching was enough to close the gap. Probably true, all right? But if you don't want to argue that and you want to say, no, that's incorrect, and I drop down like a 2-hour chart, which is stupid low, one could argue that candle closings is what matters here. And as you see, this candle closed way up here, and then this other one's way down here. So one could argue that there's a CME gap there still that hasn't closed. And that technically would be about 53,450 or 54,000. All right. That happens to be, if we scroll out a little bit, in between 786 and 886. Very important to note, that's Sniper's Alley. That's how we got our name, folks. It's an important area, an important level. Furthermore, price after ETF launch, which was just the other day, 49,000. And I said just the other day, hang on one second. I have to send, I got an email thing going right now. This is important. Hold on. Sorry. All right. So, sorry, I got email going back and forth with the principal of a school. It's gotten deep. Anyway, price action upon the launch, which was actually technically today, but call it yesterday on the chart because the chart has rolled over to a new day. Price started off red, ran up all the way up to 49,500, almost 50,000, but not quite, almost 50,000, and immediately started to sell off. What are those ETFs? Well, let me drop the camera off, and I've got them behind you over here. I can't drop the camera off that way. I've got to click the button over here. There you go. So, IBIT, that is Defiance Daily Short Digitizing the Economy, ETF. Then we have HODL, which is Van Eck. Then we have BRR, which is Valkyrie. What are you noticing on all these charts? Then Wisdom Tree Bitcoin Fund, Fidelity, Franklin, Bitwise, and ARK. Boy, what do you see on all these charts? For those degens out there, what you see is a rug pull. I don't think that's what these are, but that's what it looks like, yeah? There was a time yesterday when every single one of these were green. Just big, humongous green dildos. Man, did that dry up quick. So, we've seen the Bitcoin chart. We see what these say. What is an ETF? Well, let's take a moment to explain to you what ETF means, all right? An ETF is an exchange-traded fund, meaning instead of it being a company like Apple or Microsoft, it's a group of money buying something, all right? An ETF, an exchange-traded fund. This particular ones that we're talking about, the particular ones that we're talking about happens to be Bitcoin. So their ETFs are exchange-traded funds, and in this case, a Bitcoin ETF is a group of people purchasing Bitcoin. Who is that? Anyone who can work with the particular companies I just pointed out, ARK, Valkyrie, blah, blah, blah. Anyone who can work with them and get money in the system can buy Bitcoin, quote unquote, for a price. All right. An ETF creates their own price of that object, right? And their shares must match whatever they're buying. So the easiest way to think about this is there's only so many shares issued. Let's call it 100 shares. They issue 100 shares at this price, all right? Once those 100 shares are bought up and there's no more shares, they have to create more shares. And the only way to do that is have the asset behind it to back it up, which is, in this case, Bitcoin. So let's say they made 100 shares and in 5 seconds, someone bought all 100 shares. So they make another 100 shares and those 100 shares get bought up by someone else. They make another 100 shares. You can see how this would spiral out of control very quickly, right? So when people ask, is this actually money going into Bitcoin? 100% it's actually money because they have to have the actual money behind whatever shares they produce, right? So for instance, Van Eck is, they price their ETF at $52.92, all right? So every share has to be represented by some Bitcoin. Multiply the number of Bitcoin times shares, divide it, whatever that number is, comes out to X. They have to have X in there to cover what's outstanding, those outstanding shares that they have sold off to everyone else and let them buy and sell and trade or whatever. So with these red charts that we've just seen, that kind of tells you everyone said, nah, we really don't want these at this price. We'll wait it out. We're going to see what happens. But yes, it's real Bitcoin. Why is this important? Well, for every company who didn't actually have the chance to buy Bitcoin, well, now you have that. Bitcoin isn't traded on the open market like the Dow Jones, NASDAQ, or S&P 500. It's traded on Coinbase in a private market. Now, it is on the CME, but you have to be registered for the CME to get that, and they don't give that to everybody, right? So now everyone with a company has access to be able to buy Bitcoin legally. Well, you're not actually buying Bitcoin. You're buying shares of a company that represent Bitcoin. So we go buy it. And who buys that? Well, any company that wanted to get involved, especially retirement accounts, hedge funds, money managers, asset managers, pension funds, anyone who wants to invest some money into Bitcoin but didn't have the opportunity to, now has that opportunity. Will they all rush to buy Bitcoin? To buy these shares? Maybe, maybe not, right? The point is they never had this access before. Also, on the other side of this, we have this conversation a lot in the Discord. A lot of people just don't know how to do it. A lot of people don't understand how Coinbase works. And if you do, you don't like it. And then you get on Uphold and you find out Uphold is a piece of trash. And you don't like Uphold because it costs too much to use. And then you just say, oh, the hell with it. And you put your shit up and you don't even do it. Well, now I can just make a phone call to my asset manager and say, I'd like to put 10% of my money into Bitcoin. Done. Just like that. He calls his guy to get him the best price. That's me. I then tell him what the best price is. He puts in a bid for that price. Done. Your account now is 10% Bitcoin. That didn't happen before, and it's happening now. So those people who not only had money and funds that they wanted to get access to Bitcoin can do it now, but the people who just didn't want to bother now have access to it with a simple phone call or an email. They just send an email to their money guy and say, I'd like to have some Bitcoin today, please. Done. Just like that. There are some companies that aren't doing it. Vanguard said, fuck yourself. They're not going to do it. And a couple other companies said they're not going to do it. Just give them time. They'll fold. That's how this works. It's called peer pressure. All right. It's only a matter of time before they realize a lot of money could be made and they walk their way into it. And I don't have a problem with it. Them saying no, because it's similar to the way Wells Fargo is, right? Wells Fargo is a little bit more stingy about everything. And because of that, they can come up later and say, remember, we weren't degens, right? So even though they are in the background, they just don't tell everybody. They're a little bit less degen than others. So they get to play that card to the other investors who work with them. Well, listen, we're not degens. We don't do that, right? So they get the opportunity to have other money come in who don't want any exposure to crypto. That's an ETF. That's why it's important. That's why all this has been building up. And that's kind of why the charts went down too. Because all of a sudden, big money and smart money look at this and they go, I'm not paying $50,000 for one Bitcoin. Well, it's actually $52 per share, but I think I can get it for 50. I think I can get it for 48. I think I can get it for 45. What I just described to you is a downtrend. So we need to see things change, and we need to see things change rapidly. Now, let's hit the charts. I know that was a long explanation, and I'm sorry, but it was important to talk about. We do not have enough data on these ETFs yet to accurately chart them on a daily time frame. Ain't happening. That's one candle. And this shit doesn't even open back up till 9:30 in the morning. So the other side of this is important, is there's an opportunity here that this thing turns into the NASDAQ, which is going to suck and be good at the same time, because you're going to take away our big volatility, which is what we crave, let's be honest, all those big gains. At the same time, if you look back in history, the NASDAQ is a great big monster green dildo that never stops going up. So the trade-off on the volatility is more of a sure thing. These funds get this money into crypto and they don't just sell it off, they hold. That's what they do. And if you don't know that, that's a fact. They only sell when you call them and tell them to sell it. Otherwise, they just hang on to everything. They just hold everything. I know this because I've spoken to them face to face before on a Zoom call and had my mind blown, just baffled at the stupidity that I'm hearing coming from them. And the excuse is, well, we'll just get more money. When you have an endless bank account, you can afford that kind of stupidity. I don't, y'all don't, so we have to do better. 101 people on. Look, everybody go hit like, man. It's free dollars. It costs nothing to hit like over here, all right? Go subscribe because we are just about to cross 10,000. Let's see if it's happened. Oh, let's freaking go, dude. Let's freaking go. I got to take a screenshot. Sorry, I turned the echo for a second. Bro, how cool is that? That's a bad screenshot. That was terrible. Let's do a better one. Sorry. Let's do a better one. Oh, it did 10,001. That's okay. I'm fine with that too. Bro, how cool is that? Copy. Where do I even send this, dude? I'm just going to hang on to it. That's freaking awesome. Thank y'all. And I appreciate it. Got some giveaways we're going to start doing soon. All right. Damn, dude, that's so cool, man. I appreciate y'all, dude. That's emotions, man. Damn, dude. Sorry, hang on a second. You don't get emotional in front of a bunch of people, man. You got to like breathe or whatever, right? I just never thought this would happen, dude. Just never thought this would happen. All right. Damn. All right. Oh, shit, dude. All right. I got to get a drink or something. Hold on. Jesus Christ. Oh, man. All right. What am I doing? All right. All right. I got a glass. I got some whiskey. Jesus, dude. It's not the people subscribing that's important. It's damn, that glass is dirty, dude. Oh no, it's not. It's not the people subscribing that's important to me. It's the fact that we've helped a lot of people, dude. Like y'all don't realize how many people I get messages from. So there's a lot of shitty people out there, but there's also occasionally some amazing messages that I get, dude. And it baffles me, dude, that I'm the person they're messaging. It makes no sense to me, okay? Let's have a drink. Holy shit, dude. I'm sorry. I'm totally out of sorts right now. Wow. I didn't expect to get emotional and shit, dude. Let's go, bro. Cheers to every one of y'all guys. Look, that's JD Bonded. I'm going to have the bottle polished off pretty soon. JD Bonded. Good stuff. Good smooth whiskey. I like the flavor. A little bit of oak, touch of cherry, some honey in there. It's good. Cheers. Yeah, let's rock and roll. Pink Stanley. I want to chase it with a little water. It's going to be a long night. All right. Focus, Keith. Give me a minute. I can't look at comments right now, dude. All right. Bitcoin. So I don't like this red candle at the top like this. If things turn into what I think they might turn into, which is the NASDAQ or the S&P, and we get these certain kind of candle patterns, which may start happening as we inflate this bubble real big, we're going to start seeing some of these candlestick patterns that I typically wouldn't like to use, going to start having more fruition to them and having a little bit more backbone behind them. So I don't like this red shooting star candle or inverted hammer, whatever you want to call it. That's not a great look. For a candle, that's a terrible candle. Let's be honest. All right. So if we don't improve by Monday, I might start taking profits on stuff. I've already talked about this, and it won't be on everything. I'm thinking 10 to 15% on some things, and I get a little bit of profits off the top just to play it safe here in the event that things don't go the way I think they're going to go. All right. So we've had an unprecedented amount of up in a row, just up and up and up and up. That can't last forever. That's unsustainable. So we're going to have some pullbacks in here at some point. Now, we're going to look over a couple altcoins here, and they kind of don't show down yet. Now, we know that can, kind of in a snap of a finger change. So I think it's also important to remember that let's be careful. It might go real fast in the other direction with alts. And I also want to talk about dominance and total market cap. So I still think that 50,000 barrier is going to get hit. This is not a downtrend yet. As we zoom out here and look, this is all up. I mean, we've broken all the important fibs here that I wanted to see it break, right? We've broken the 68, 618, and the 71 fibs. We've broken all those, and we're floating in between the Golden Pocket and Sniper's Alley right now. These two red lines are Sniper's Alley. Obviously, I talked about that a moment ago. We're floating around in between them right now. It's still an uptrend. This is all still up. You can't deny that. You just can't. It hasn't broken yet. Now, when it breaks, my story will and my narrative will change. We ain't there yet. All right. We've seen it happen back here, right? Where we had some trend breaks. We had some up and then short-term down, up, short-term down, and then it really popped. What looked to be a head and shoulders broke north and kept going. I don't want to sell off a bunch of spots. What I don't hate is getting some profits here and trying to play it safe, because I think that might be the best thing to do for me. I say this all the time, but there's never a bad day to take profits. Anyone who tells you, oh, I definitely wouldn't take profits, full of shit. You should probably get some just because they said that. And I don't mean sell everything, right? It could be 1%. It could be 70%. It could be 5%. That's up to you to decide. That's all part of rule number 2. When you get on these and you start watching before I come on, I have prelude videos that come on, right? And they have the 4 rules. What are the 4 rules? Rule number 1, no emotions with trading. None. Zip, zero, nada. These hoes aren't loyal and they don't love you back. You must buy them and sell them without abandon. If you do not, they will cost you, just like an expensive wife. All right? If you're okay with the expense of an expensive wife and losing money for the rest of your life, then hold. That's how that works, okay? Rule number 2, have a plan before you buy. What's your plan before you buy? I'm buying this because I think the gains are good. I've measured and I see 300% up and I see 20% down. That's good risk to reward for me. I'm comfortable with the 20% loss if that happens. I'm also very comfortable with the 300% gain. Resistance isn't too bad. Okay, I got good support. I went to some indicators and they look not too bad. Okay, I've got a plan. I might take profits along the way, and here's the levels I might take profits at. XXX. I have a plan. Rule number 1, no emotions. Rule number 2, I have a plan. Backup plan. Rule number 3, what if things go completely wrong on me and don't work? What if things go very rapid, like way faster than I thought they would? Plan B, I'm going to get more profits than I thought, and I'll only modify my plan as X, and that's it. Okay, I have a plan. No emotions. I have a plan. I have a backup plan. And the last rule, the most important rule of all. If you don't follow it, that's on you, and you will be paying me to take your profits. If you don't take your profits, I will take them for you. I don't want that to happen. I want you to take profits with me or take profits without me, but take profits. Every single day is a good day. Anyone who tells you not, you shouldn't be listening to them. They're full of shit and they just want more money from you. That's all there is to that. All right, cool. Going over some stuff on Bitcoin here. Let's go a little deeper. I'm going to pull back here, and what you see right now is kind of a Gann fan with Fibonacci retracement. So I've got fibs going in both directions. I've got them vertically, which is the normal lines that you see I have. These are all the normal lines that you always see on the live stream here, the standard fibs that I always use. But I also went over to our Fibonacci tool and I grabbed fib-based time zones. These work horizontally instead of vertically. All right, these give us a grid and shows us kind of like an archaeological site, what's going on, where it's going, and when it's going. Right now, we're in a certain grid, which is this grid right here. I'm going to zoom in so we can see it a little better. This is weekly, obviously, not even daily. This is just weekly. So the CME chart, which looks just like this on the weekly chart, is about to close tomorrow. So long as we stay above 44,000 and some change, 44,005, we're going to stay inside this grid box. All right. Staying inside this grid box ensures that our floor is 44,500. Below that, we have a smaller, very tight box, which is very volatile. And that box is 42,700, 600-ish. Call it 42,005. All right. So those are our two short-term floors here. All right. If those break much farther down, we would already be out by then. All right. Got that? Grid boxes are important here because it's like an archaeological dig. You're going to see over time, this thing plays out just the way it's supposed to play out. And then go, oh, we should just done that to begin with. You're going to see. All right. So let's go a little farther here. That's just weekly. If I take anything past that, I throw the cloud up there. Ichimoku cloud is 4 out of 4. You have a green cloud, baseline over conversion. I'm sorry, under conversion, the conversion line one above, the blue line above the red, good. So green cloud, good. Blue over red, good. Price is way over the cloud. That's good. Lag line, way over the candles. On the weekly chart, Bitcoin, 4 out of 4, Ichimoku cloud. Pivot points. Here's where we get a little riffy. These pivot points shifted as we talked about on our last live stream. All right. Now that they've shifted, we have different levels of support and resistance to hold that were similar, but not exactly the same as before. So mathematically speaking, 45,500. Remember I said that a moment ago about that grid line, right? Kind of pretty much right there near that grid line is the pivot line. I'd really, really like it to stay above this orange line that you see on the screen. That's a pivot point, and that's in Fibonacci mode, not standard mode. So you're only going to have R123 and S123. Okay. 821 EMA, nothing to talk about. Weekly is sky high and flying high. Monthly is not much different than weekly on everything I just stated. But on the cloud, which is a extreme lagging indicator, I know it looks a little messy right now, but bear with me. Baseline is just about to get crossed by the conversion line. Do you see that right there? The blue's just about to cross the red on a monthly chart. That's excellent. That means macro-wise, you can kind of just scroll out and let it ride. Green cloud on the end, that's good. Price is above the cloud, that's good. And the lag line, just about, but not quite over the candles. So we're 2 out of 4 on the Ichimoku cloud. Monthly, weekly, better. Daily, should I even tell you? Way better. Nothing at all to look at on the daily. Everything looks amazing. Still, flying high. We see nothing. You see nothing. All right. I wish I had more than that, but that's just the skinny and facts of it. There's nothing here aside from an ugly candle pattern that scares me off. We're still trending up, right? Still got an uptrend. You're still over the 821 EMA. You're well over the 50-day moving average. See, right there they are. Those can't sell off. I can't sell, right? What about MACD and RSI? MACD looks okay. She's done flip back north, and it's still above the bullish bearish midline, so we're good there. RSI, been overbought multiple times. What do you see here? An RSI that's trending up and a price that's trending up. That is what we call bullish convergence. Nothing to see there. I can't sell it because it's not a sale. Don't want to buy it because it's sky high. So guess what we do, everybody? Just like politicians, we sit on our hands and do nothing. That's what I'm going to do. is do nothing. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. Let me go say hey to everybody because, dude, I got emotional and I had to stop looking at the comments. Get me a drink too, Keith. All right, bro. Somebody donated. Holy shit. Hold on a second. My fault. Educated dummy. Bro, thank you, John. This is for you. Thank you. That's 2. Oh, it's going to be a long night. Let's go. And another. Ooh, that sounded good too, didn't it? Did you hear the sound of the ASMR? Long ass way from the laundry room. So some of you guys don't know, my cousin Jeremy just said it. If you watch some of the old instructional videos, and I've made a new series since, that was all filmed in a laundry room at the old house. All right. That was pre-bull market last time. Right beside the washing machine is where I did live streams. No bullshit. That's how it works. I can pull them up. I'll pull it up. Should we pull it up like at the end of the stream? I have to find them. I don't want to do that. But I'll do it one day and you'll see me sitting beside the washing machine, right? But it says what teacher Sharon in the background because she was teaching Chinese kids how to speak English at the time. And we're using the same computer to do it, right? So now I have my own setup in here, a new house and everything. So thank you, Jeremy. It's crazy that we've done this, bro. Crazy that we've done this. Let's see. All right. Andreas, thank you. Kelly Slade, thank you. 20,000. That's crazy to even think about. Existence, 10 bones. Thank you, bro. Let's go. I'm going to be trashed. It's good stuff. Guillermo Tail, bro, 200 Mexican dollars. Is that like 17 cents? I don't know the conversion rate, but thank you. Let's go. Ooh, bro. Whoo, let's go. Liver nodes. Ha, bro. Zach, the hockey salesman. Thank you, sir. See, here's another thing. A lot of you guys that come in here and watch this, I know who you are, and it's really cool that I know who you are and what you do, and it's cool with me. It's like we're friends, even though we're not because we don't know each other like personally. I do know some of you guys personally. It's cool that we like know each other. I try my best to be, here's a moment. Here's the real moment. Like, I try my best to be anti-influencer. I want to know who you guys are because I'm just a real dude like y'all. I'm not anybody fancy. You guys know all my story. You guys know who I am. I've had my kids on a live stream before. I've come and met multiple of you guys in person. It's cool to me that I know who you guys are. You guys have my cell phone numbers. Like, I mean, I text y'all, like not Discord, like text messages because you guys have my number, right? So, it's cool, man. Like for real. Thank y'all. Like after this bull market, I've got a lot of people to go see and say thank you to, like a lot. So for real, from the bottom of my heart, dude, without getting emotional, because I don't want to do that again. I'm all cried out after all these years, dude. Like my life's been a mess, dude, an absolute mess, and I don't want to cry about it. So for real, thank every single one of y'all. Like no bullshit. For real, thank y'all. Existence. So every time you see someone on social media clamoring about hodling or diamond hands, this should immediately trigger a thought in your brain about plan when you're taking profits. Thank you. Guillermo Tell, I need you to tell me how many 1,000 Mexican pesos is. That seems like $1 billion. And text just texted me vagina. Fucking asshole. That's pretty good, dude. Huggy Bear said take a shot. I need to know how much 10,000 pesos is. Someone put that conversion rate in the fucking thing there. Thank you, by the way. I'm going to polish off half a bottle of whiskey, ain't I? Oh, God. Huggy Bear, I owe you a shot. $70? Holy shit, dude. CL, what's up, brother? SSC, does this mean we can escape capital gains by rolling over gains into other funds? Not tax advice. I'm not a tax guy. When you take profits, technically that's a taxable event. But if you reinvest your money, you haven't actually made any money. So one could argue that you haven't made anything until you cash it out. So I want to tell you to seek help from a tax professional like I do. And everybody's situation is going to be different. Like 99% of our situations are going to be different because you have a different amount of money than me. You have a different situation than me, different family, different expenses, blah, blah, blah. Everything's different. So please seek the help of an actual tax attorney. Well deserved, bro. Helped me get my start in trading way back in 2020. Remember the shots whenever Doge was mentioned, bro. Jared Sosa, that's awesome, dude. I'm glad you remember that because I used to, if I accidentally said the word Doge, I had to take a shot. We got to come up with a new word. So if you guys have a new word that I say too much that I shouldn't, put it on there. And I'm going to have to slow down because that was like 6 shots real quick and I need some water. Before I go any farther, let me go turn the fan on because I'm starting to sweat. Whew. Hold on. All right. Now, thank you, brother. I appreciate you being here, Blitz. That's badass of you. I work in tax. As soon as you swap tokens, it's a taxable event. Correct. Then if you reinvest that money, technically you have no more money. That's the problem. It's just this endless circle jerk, which is why I pay a professional, and I don't want to think about it. $59. Thank you, Sean. 786, brother. Thank you, Justin Wynn. Good to see you, brother. All right. So, by the way, I reached out to a couple more people because I was feeling sentimental and shit, and they haven't got back to me. I don't think Mr. Level Up will ever get back to me, but I reached out. He put out a live stream a couple days ago, which was super odd. But I can't comment because he blocked me, and I can't even watch it. I just saw it pop up, and when I try to watch it, it says, "Sorry, we can't complete this action" or whatever. But I put out a thing to him to say hey and say what's up and see if I can't mend bridges and, cross bridges and mend fences. But I doubt that ever happens. So, again, I'm not hating because none of this happens if they didn't kick me out and shun me to the door, right? So, all right, let's go over a couple altcoins. I feel like I've talked a lot. You and this group have changed my life, and I didn't know chart addiction was real till 786. Thank you, brother. Me too. Ronan, fuck it, I'm shaving. Oh, by the way, the beard is going away. I've decided I don't care. I know I said I would keep it for the whole bull market, but it's already becoming too much. Like, it's already becoming too much. I'm having to deal with it a lot. So I think I'm going to shave it down to a regular beard. Or maybe even a goatee again. I don't know. I lost a little bit of weight, and I'm about to start jiu-jitsu back again. So I'm trying to set like a goal of getting a certain belt for this year. And like, you know, you set goals for every year, like a New Year's or whatever. So I set a goal of being a millionaire, which I don't think is going to happen. And I've also set a goal of getting a green belt in jiu-jitsu, which I also don't think will happen. But it's also worth a try and worth a good old college effort. Ethereum. So Ethereum blew my mind here because I didn't expect this that fast. Now, it is technically behind chart-wise as compared to Bitcoin, where you saw Bitcoin over 618, 6871, all the way up here, dancing around above Sniper's Alley. Ethereum is not. Lagging behind as usual. We expected this because, in case you didn't know, everyone, Bitcoin is king, and it will always be king until. Are there any other ETFs? No. Only Bitcoin ETFs. And that's it. There's no Ethereum. There's no XRP. There's no ADA, Solana, Link, any of that shit. Only Bitcoin. And I'm already feeling a little bit of a buzz. And that's y'all's fault. Jerry Monroe says, sure did. Justin Wynn, me too. Yeah. See, Neil England, keep the beer, bro. I'm going to keep it, just because. Chris has a private group now. He's doing TA pretty well. I wished him well. He's cordial to me. Yeah, not cordial to me, but I wish it wasn't that way. But ain't nothing I can do, man. Whatever, dude. I'm a 40-year-old man, dude. I'm over the fucking games and drama, dude. I just want to be friends with people. I just want to be friends with people, dude. I'm tired of fighting and arguing with people, man. I'm 40. My body's breaking. Like, charts are all I've got, dude. Charts in this group is all I've got. And I'm tired of arguing and fighting with people, and fuck, man, it's too much, dude. I don't have the mental capability to keep up with all of it. I'm fairly stupid, for all you guys who didn't know. I think you all know that, but I'm fairly stupid, and I can't fight these mental fights with everybody, dude. I just want to be happy and be friends with people. I don't want to fight. I want a network of fucking killers Okay. I want a network of killers. And people have asked me before, what is my goal with all this? All right. First and foremost, my goal is to make enough money to not have to worry anymore. How much is that? I don't know. I'm going to make as much as I can. Second, my goal is to help as many people as possible. How many people can I help? Well, it seems like 10,000, which is insane to me. That's enough to fill a basketball arena. And that makes me want to cry thinking about it, dude. Damn. Number 3, I want a network of people that I could fucking text or call and be like, hey, bro, have you heard about XXX? Can you let me know or get somebody on the horn that knows? Yeah, I got you, bro. Bam. Nowhere. Oh, my God. We could have our own little network of killers. All you have to do is message and say, hey, man, check this out. I know this guy who knows this guy. Bam, no problem. He's going to get you in touch with such and such. Okay, cool. Hit you on the phone. Bam, done. Why are we not doing that? Why do we all have to have such big egos that we can't do that? I constantly reach out to people. Constantly reach out to people. Trying to build these networks. And I'm shut down over and over and over again to the point where I don't want to do it anymore. And it doesn't have to be that way. All right? Let's build a fucking network of killers. Let's build a network of killers and kill together. And I don't mean physically kill people. I mean make as much money and have as much information as humanly possible to make the best decisions we can. Okay? That's what I want. That's it. That's all I can do. Help as many people as I can, make as much money as I can, and build a network of killers. I'm trying my best, all right? Doing what I can. Ethereum over that 618 level. I thought it might stop at this box, but I love that it's over this box and thinking about it. Let me pull up the CME chart real quick, and I'm going to have to move a little slower here because I can tell my eyes are not liking this. I don't like that it created a couple new little CME gaps in here during this move up. See that right there? One could perceive that as a CME gap on Ethereum all the way down to $2,500 flat. Now, CME chart, as you see, is a little different than the regular chart. Close, but a little different. All right? It's pinned underneath this 618 level where you saw it above the 618 level in the chart I just showed you. The difference here is while we did close this short-term CME gap, we haven't broken resistance. Important. Okay, we need to flip resistance into support. Until that happens, we're in a danger zone here because we ran up so far, so fast that price action actually hinders us a little bit long term. We need this to go slow and tortoise in the hare, right? We need the tortoise to slowly inch its way up above resistance and flip that into support before that comes an important level, okay? That's important. We got to have that happen. If that doesn't happen, this thing's going to roll over and lay the egg and come right back down to this lower level of the 50 fib, all the way back down to 2100 or 2200 before it moves up again. Now, I don't want to see that happen. I really don't. I would prefer if it stayed above the 821 EMA and the 50-day moving average, which is way down here, just so happens to have confluence right here with this fib line. I would prefer if it stays above that. Staying above that's a big deal. Stay above that, and we secure a future here. All right. I've said this before, but some of these plays, so here is, let me drop the camera off. These top ones right here that you see over here on the current positions, these are all my actual, hey everybody, these are all my actual positions. Show me another influencer who will show you his actual positions on YouTube. Right? These are my actual positions. So these are all weekly only. I don't bother with these on the daily chart, only weekly. I would prefer if these all stayed green on the weekly charts so I don't have to bother too much. Everything else that you see is an actual position, but I'm trading these more actively. And anyone who's in the Discord, by the way, right there at the bottom, wap.com/team786. It's $16 a month, one free month up front. You pay nothing up front. It's free for a month, everybody. What are you waiting on? It's free for a month. Everybody there has seen my portfolio top to bottom. It's pinned up in the unlimited chat in the Discord so everyone can see exactly what I'm in and how much I'm in to the dollar. All right. I'm hoping that some of these weekly charts turn into the tortoise and the hare, because I want to see them slowly move up and glide up rather than have these herky-jerky moves, I want to secure a long-term future of not necessarily constant gains, but slow and steady. Tortoise wins the race, hare loses his hair, and we make gains all the way up. I don't want it to become too much. Also, there's just such a thing as overtrading. And I don't want anybody to overtrade, because when you come on here and you watch these streams, I think some people have this misconception that as a trader, we trade every day. And that's simply not true. You guys are in the Discord and you see that I don't do trades sometimes for a week or 3 weeks or 5 days or a month. It might be 2 days. Like yesterday, I bought and sold a little something, right? But it was only a little. And then you see some of these things I've been in for days. I'll give you an example. Let's go down here to the literal, I called it forget about them list. See that? Forget about them. Let's pull one of these up. How about Ori chain, O-R-A-I, Ori chain. All right, on this one, I am currently up. I bought this on October 20th, and I'm currently up 213%. This little pink line with these 3 bags represents a 300% gain. I almost got that, but not quite. If I see this thing fail, which looks like it might want to do, I may take a little profits here, but I wrote this in the forget about it list, so I could literally not worry about it. I think there's more gains here, and that's why I haven't bothered. Obviously, this is just a big uptrend. Nothing to look at, walk away, and don't touch it, which is kind of what I'm trying to do on a lot of these. It didn't quite get to this 50 fib up here, which I thought it would, and that would be a 3X. I would probably pull my initial out at that point. Just hasn't got there yet. But nonetheless, hey, an influencer on YouTube is telling you exactly where and when he bought. As a matter of fact, I told everyone where and when I did this in the Discord, literally the minute that I did it. All right? You guys were watching and said, oh my God, Keith's going on a buying spree. Whatever, dude. Whatever. All right? I told you I was going to do it. That's just one example. Here is Theta. I bought Theta. I had to wait on my Palau ID to come in before I could get KYC'd on a bunch of exchanges. But once this came in, it worked out perfect because Theta kind of slowed down for me and waited right here. And I was able to buy the absolute fucking bottom of the bear market. You see that? Perfect. Now that I've bought that, I am up just, right around 100%. Not quite 100%, but close, right? A one bagger, I like to call it. And that's why the pink line, the little bag represents. I don't bullshit you. I just keep it real. This is really my real buy line. This is really where I really bought. Like, I took profits right there. Look, take profit, $400, December 7th. I took profits. It really happened. I got some of my initial back. Not all of it, some of it. It's important that you note that when you're watching this live stream, I'm not the other people, and I will not be the other people. Let's see if some questions real quick. I've been talking a lot. I'm sorry. I'm pretty sure you have the chart Kaz because you bought some and have no joint. And you have no join the cult. Your purple drink will be delivered tomorrow. Holy shit, dude. So, yeah, I don't like to talk about that, but I did buy some Caspa. Why did I buy some Caspa? Because I took profits on something, and now the Caspa that I bought will be a free ride. All right? So let's talk about it. Damn it, dude. Called me out, bro. I bought Caspa up here. Why? Again, this was profits from something else that I took that was a free ride. What I see here was a short-term trend break. We had a little bit of a downtrend right here. See that? That was a downtrend that broke. I like this big wick right here, bouncing off the trend line. That's nice. So if I throw in some indicators, you'll see that this thing just jumped the 50-day moving average. See that? Jumped the 50-day. Excellent. I was hoping that would happen. It jumped to 50, and when it did, I said, I'll go ahead and buy some. Obviously, I'm already underwater on it, and that kind of sucks. But, again, this was profits. I bought this with profits, knowing that this might happen. Didn't want to take a massive chance. I took a small chance. $275 buy. I did not buy 10 grand worth. I bought $275. My thought process behind this is, while it's already up a metric shit ton, it may fail. And if it does fail and starts to come back over here and fails this green line, I'm out. All right? If it doesn't fail this green line and holds on and breaks north, I think it's possible that we go much farther than that. So Is a dollar going to happen? Well, because people think a dollar happens, I think it doesn't happen. But I do think 35 to 50 cents is possible. And that's a 3 to 5x from where I bought. So I'm cool with it. 3 to 5x isn't bad to stick some profits in. You see what I'm saying? Some profits, stuck it in something that I think will do well. Hence why I bought Caspa. Baby steps. She hit Sniper's Alley right there at 786, and started to try to roll over here. It's playing around with the 50-day moving average. It might not be the best place to buy this, but again, this was a chance I'm willing to take with a little bit of profits. Nothing more, nothing less. All right. I don't want to overdo it on some of these. It's also not alt season. Let's be real. Velo. Velo is one of my bigger positions. You guys know this. I bought those green lines right there are my buy lines. I bought $3,947 total. Let me switch over to this USDT KuCoin chart because I don't have many drawings over there. I drew this out, I think before I went to Canada and Buffalo with Nick. So I put this up here and I was like, hey man, I think this is going to play out. It's an inverse head and shoulders here, plus a rounded bottom. Breaks this neckline and back tests it. This thing could run up to the 50. Look, it did exactly what I thought it would do. Holy shit, and I completely forgot about it. That's my actual average line right there, my actual average buy price. I'm up just short of 100% on this one. I'm leaving it alone. If this does not break 6 cents, I may take 10 to 15% profits on it and stow it away in stable coins and wait for a retrace so that I can add more. Got that? If this thing fails and comes back down here somewhere to this trend line, right, I will sell and rebuy more and have more velo than I started with for free. For free. All right, that's the plan. That's why I do what I do. Jim Robinson, what's up, brother? Good to you. Good to see you. Kasparov still has legs this bull run. Yep, I think so. Kasparov is funny because that's an autocorrect that you tried to type Cas, and it came out as Kasparov, which I think is hilarious. It's stupid, but I think it's funny. By the way, 116 people on here, which is amazing. That's the most we've had in a while, especially this year. Go hit like. It's free. And if you haven't done it, subscribe. We literally just crossed 10,000 in case you weren't watching. I had a little bit of an emotional moment. 10,001 people. Let's see if I'll refresh it. 10,001. Bro, that's awesome, dude. That's awesome. It makes me emotional. Arbitrum recently has had some hella great price action. Way better than I thought it would do. This fast. I expected it for the bull market, but recently this thing really performed, breaking through Sniper's Alley, breaking through previous all-time high, which was about $1.82. I don't count this big wick because it's not on every exchange. If I go to a DEX, you'll actually see that this isn't on a DEX. This big wick isn't on a DEX. It's nice and clean and smooth. So, do I think it's possible that it chases that wick? I guess so. That's like $11, and we're at currently $2. That's pretty good money if that happens. I doubt it, though. So we've already run up to one take profit fib here. Arbitrum is one of my larger positions. So those are my actual buy lines down there. Yes. Okay. I kind of want to take profits on this. At the same time, I kind of want to leave it alone because it's done really well. While it has hit some of my take profit fibs at 1272, 1414, 1618, those are our take profit fibs, right? It's hit the first one. Gosh, this thing has good momentum. And while it is overbought on the daily, look at the weekly. Oh shit, it's overbought there too. Right? So now you see why I'm thinking maybe take a little profits. The only thing that's holding me up is the fact that the fibs have until February to run out. What do I mean by that? Well, that's kind of when the trend stops here, is in February. So I kind of want to hold off. We only have a couple more weeks of January. So I'm kind of thinking maybe Keith pull back a little bit on the lever here and stop thinking about it so hard. My nose is bothering me. That's why I'm rubbing it. My nose is kind of itching. So, man, I hate to be the guy that bails on it, but maybe there's something to just getting a little bit of profits here. I'll make a better decision if I wait. I've found that drunk me makes good chart decisions, but not the best life decisions. So While I may do a little something when we get off here on the Zoom, I'm probably not. I'm probably just going to hold off. We'll see, though. You never know. Once peer pressure starts happening, all you guys start talking shit to me on Zoom after this, whatever happens, happens. I sold a huge bag of cash. There you go. See, that's awesome, dude. Thank you, Neil England. I'm glad you got paid, bro. That's awesome. Made 14x. Are you fucking kidding me, dude? That's great. That's a home run, bro. Let's go. I've only had one of those this time, and that was Aurora. I made 17x on that one. That's the only one I've had that was an absolute home run grand slam, right? I think you guys call that a 6 in cricket. Thank you, Cheese. Congratulations on 10K. Exactly, bro. Doesn't matter if it goes to 100. You made 14x. That's a good trade. Absolutely. If anyone tells you you screwed that up, block them because you made 14x. Most people will never make 14x, and you did it. So if anybody talks shit to you and tells you that you sold too early, one finger for those people, okay? You made 14x, so they can fuck off. All right. Let's see. I know, right? Thank you, Raging Beagle. What's up, Jeremy? Hey, look, Nick's here. We can get started. What's up, Nick? Hey, tell Luke and fuck, I'm too drunk to remember her name. Claire. Tell Luke and Claire I said hey in June. Miss y'all. That was awesome hanging out with y'all. I had a good time, bro. 18x on honey. Awesome job, Sean, bro. That's badass, dude. Jeremy Monroe says 107. I'm sorry. Jeremy Cousin says 117. Papa is watching too. Ha ha ha. Bro, do you have me on the TV? Because if you do, that's going to freak me out. You know what scares me a little bit is when I see people watching me on TV. And I didn't get that until I was at the barbershop with Nick. And then I realized there could be at any one time 10 people standing around the barbershop watching me bullshit on YouTube. That's crazy, dude. So last one I'll do is ICP. This thing ran up to the 1618 fib and is playing around with this 1414. When I wake up in the morning, if this hasn't corrected and gotten back over this 1414 fib, I may take 10 to 15% on this. I'm up 300% on one of my largest positions. One of my largest positions is ICP, and I'm up 300%. Greed is real, and I don't want to be that guy. And while it may go sideways and slow down, I think it's probably smart to get a little profits in here somewhere, and I've taken none yet. So Keith is calling his own bullshit here and realizing that I haven't taken any and I probably need to. Now, high time frame wise, I think this thing's got a ways to go. We've only run into short-term resistance right here, which was back in March of 22. It made a little bit of resistance right there. And as you see, we kind of chopped. We broke those previous 2023 highs. We broke them and made a new one, which is excellent. That tells me that it's possible that we run all the way to $200 here in the bull market. Now, I'm not saying that's a guarantee. I'm saying it's possible because we made new highs down here. All right. You see that? We made a new high. This close up here at the end of the year was higher than 2022. Excellent. All right. So doing that, the next available fib line is at $23. We're at $12. That's not 100%. That's awesome, but that's not a guarantee. So I think it's probably wise for me to get a little profits here if it doesn't go. Next resistance is at $23, like I just stated. Past that, 50 fib, and you could actually fudge it a little bit and say more around 33 to $35. But one step at a time. I think it's going to take a bit of time for ICP to play out all the way here. There's your trend line, right? That's really, really steep, and I'm not sure it can keep that up. So it may fail that short term, and if it does, I might unload some more, but we're talking way down the line here. Right now, it still looks pretty good. I think we can recognize that this looks pretty good. I would like it to go higher. I'm not in control. So just take what I'm given. Too many losses from starting too late in the last bull run and didn't have money in the bear to buy. Bitter. Big brother, if you've got $5, you have more than most people because 80% of people won't touch crypto. So $5 is more than most people. Remember that. Remember yesterday. Remember today. It just turned midnight. In 20 years, the title of this thumbnail was, in 20 years, you're going to be able to tell your kids about this moment. People may not know what Bitcoin is in 20 years, But in 20 years, you'll be able to look at your kids and say, hey, man, no bullshit. I was on the cutting edge of a brand new market. I was there the day it happened. The day they approved the world to be able to invest money into crypto legally and safely, I was there. And as a matter of fact, I was there before that happened, and I was able to buy and make gains before that happened. There's never a bad day to start doing better. All right? There's never a bad day to start doing better. I want to leave y'all guys with a couple things because first of all, I didn't even think about the 10,000 sub thing until right before I walked into the office. And I said, oh shit, I wonder if it's 10,000 subs or not. 10,000 subs happened. There's not much in the world that you're incapable of doing short of physical abilities that you don't have. I can't dunk. I'm not LeBron or Kobe or Michael Jordan. I can't hit a clutch three. I'm not Stephen Curry. I can't run for 150 yards. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a good running back. I can't throw for 400 yards in a passing in a game. I can't do it. But what I can do is I can chart. And I can chart like a son of a bitch. And I'm going to do it as long as I'm physically able to. I realize my eyes are starting to fail. I've got glasses for that to try to help now. There's nothing that you can't do mentally. You simply have to commit to doing it. And I know it's not easy. I know it's hard. Brother, listen. You don't have to tell me about hardships. I'm about to go to the school tomorrow and cuss some people out. And I'm going to turn into old Keith for just a little bit. And I'm afraid of what's going to happen when I do that. All right? That's the hardships that I've lived with and that I have bearing on my shoulders. There's nothing you can't do if you don't put in the time. All right? Seriously, guys, I swear to God, you're capable of way more than you realize, okay? You can do great things in this life. You have a chance to do great things. Don't let this opportunity pass you up. Don't get greedy. Be smart. Be around smart people. All right? If you want to come in the Discord for free in the general chat and just ask questions, you can. It costs nothing. All right? I want everybody to make as much money as possible here, okay? I want to have guys that I can go to after this and hang out with you and go, we fucking made it. All right? I want that for each and every one of y'all. Fuck me. It ain't about me, dude. I want everybody to be with me. I'll leave y'all with a couple quotes. In one of J. Cole's songs, J. Cole is a rapper. You guys may or may not know who he is. But in one of J. Cole's songs, I'll take the language out, but he says, what good is first class in an airplane if my friends can't come with me? All right? What good is first class if my friends can't sit? That's important. All right? I want everybody sitting first class with me. I've never sat first class. But when I do, I want y'all sitting with me. All right? I want to drink champagne with y'all on a flight across the country. I can't wait, dude. All right? Remember that. What good is first class if your friends can't sit? Try your best to get your people in. All right? I'm not telling everybody to tell each other to buy. Come tell them to watch the stream and learn how to chart. Starts with that, okay? Be around like-minded individuals. I want you to make the best of your todays the worst of your tomorrows. So what does that mean? Fuck what happened yesterday. You can do better today. You just have to set your mind to it. You got to dig deep, pull up your pants, fucking ball your fists up and go after it, dude. No one's going to do it for you. You got to earn that shit, bro. You got to earn that shit. But you can do it. Fuck anyone who says you can't. You can do it. Nut up. You have help. You have me. You have the people in the Discord. Nut up. You can do it. And last but not least, y'all could have been anywhere in the world. And you're right here with me, dude. And I'm mind blown that you're here. You'll never understand how much I appreciate that. That's Notorious B.I.G. The last quote was Jay-Z. I know I just quoted 3 black rappers, and if you don't like that, man, fuck you, dude. I don't care. We don't hate here. We love. Last thing. I said last thing, but really last thing. If no one else told you they love you, Keith told you they loved you, okay? Thank you all. I'll see you guys on the next live stream Thursday next week, 11 p.m. Other than that, we'll have streams in the Discord. We'll have Zoom in the Discord after this. We have a Monday weekly roundup in the Discord. Everything else we do in the Discord, wap.com/team786. Y'all be good. Sky's the limit. Peace.